you had 16 tackles. You had a big game. I just wonder how you judged yourself out of that game.
You know, I felt like me and my coach felt like I didn't play like I could have played. I mean, I missed 2, I think, that they had me down for. I mean, they were wrapping road tackles, but I still could make those. I think I still had the ability to make those, but you know, they schemed us up pretty good, and I still feel like I can make those plays. So, personally, I don't feel like I played that good.
What technically did you think you needed to improve on?
Just patience in the game. You know, they gave us different looks almost every other play. So I needed to play more patient. I was getting too timid during the game, so just my patience.
I mean, this was your 4th start, and you played a lot last year, but still, being a sophomore middle linebacker with all the responsibilities it is, how's that adjustment gone for you?
You know, Coach Figo has put a lot of responsibilities on me and all the linebackers in total. But I just feel like he's confident in me, when your coach is confident in you, that you have more confidence for yourself. So this year, as the season progresses, I'll gain more confidence. And it's only 4 games, so I'm still working on it.
Raekwon, as you all get ready to play this opponent, they bring a running back and a running game, as you all saw last year. They like one of the best running backs in the country last year, and this kid's pretty good too.
Yeah.
When you get ready to play a team you know is going to run it at you, how does that change your mindset as linebackers in preparation, knowing that they're coming right at you?
You know, we got to focus on tackling, getting them down on the ground. When we make contact, not letting them get yards after contact. Everybody's going to try us each and every way this year, so we got to come into the game knowing that they're going to try us and they're going to give us different stuff, different looks that we haven't seen yet, because they had a whole year to scheme us up. So we just got to get prepared for it.
Other than Campbell having tremendous talent a year ago, what made Indiana difficult to defend, especially in particular the run game?
Last year, I just think his speed, the running back speed. What's his name? Tevin Coleman.
Coleman, sorry, not Campbell.
Yeah,
sorry.
He ran super hard, and when he got to the 2nd level, he kicked into another gear. So the time that I did spend in, I spent like 40 plays in or something like that last year. The time that I did get a chance to tackle him, he ran with good intensity, and when he got to the 2nd level of linebackers, he kicked it to another gear.
Other than his talent, was there something about their scheme that made them a difficult offense to defend?
I mean, yeah, everybody tries to attack the quarters concept on our defense, but we see it weekly, so I don't really think it's a scheme thing. I just think they have tremendous players like everywhere else.
Raekwon, what do you think of the Zeke leap or whatever it's called? Is that a thing on the team, or does he just do that all day?
Nah, I guess he just does it in game when people try to go for his legs. Everybody tries to tackle his legs because he's a great running back, so he just jumps over him, I guess. He never does it in practice because we know how to tackle him. We know what he does. So I guess it's something cool.
At it, then it's not a big deal.
Nah, I just think the guys, they just take shots at his legs all the time, so every time they see him, they duck their head, and he just knows what they're about to do.
The running back from Indiana, Jordan Howard, are you guys just watching film of what he's done this year, or because he's a transfer from UAB, are you guys even going back and looking what he did at UAB last year, or are you just focusing on what he's done this year?
Nah, we just focus on what he done this year in their offense. We can't really focus on what he did last year at UAB, because that's not what we're going against in the game. So we just focus on Indiana's offense.
You've seen a lot of good running backs. How does he match up? I know you'll probably know better after the game, but from what you've seen on film so far, how does he match up against some of the better running backs you've seen?
You know, I always compare running backs to Langford from last year. He was a hard runner, had every part of his game was well developed when I played against him in Michigan State.
Yep.
But I think he's a great running back just like anybody else. But anybody else who plays on this level that's starting, we'll see.
Yeah, he leads the Big Ten in rushing, I mean, through the first month. What does that do as a middle linebacker? That seems like kind of a linebacker's dream to go up against a guy with those kind of numbers.
You know, it's always good to have a challenge, man. We never want to go into a game where we know we're going to just dominate somebody physically, because when you just know that you're going to dominate somebody, then you become lackadaisical during practice and don't really prepare like you should. So knowing that they're I think the 1st-rated passing offense and the 2nd-rated rushing offense or something like that, knowing that we got to prepare during the week.
Hey, Raekwon, do you like Raekwon's music?
Yeah, some of his old school stuff's pretty cool.
You're named after him, right?
Yeah, I was named after him.
But so did you have to listen to all of his music, or?
No, I didn't. We weren't pressured to listen to any of his music.
But your parents obviously must have really liked it.
Yeah, my mom actually liked the name, Wu-Tang Clan, and all that. She liked this rap name. That's not his real name, but she liked his rap name. So that's what she named.
I mean, what's it like being named after somebody like that? Did you?
I want to meet him one day. But other than that, it's my name.
Michael, what was the biggest thing you wanted to prove coming into this year?
Biggest thing I wanted to prove coming into this year, prove to Coach Fick that he could trust me on the field.
And where do you think you are in that process?
I think I'm gaining his trust. We're working towards it each week. Like I said, I'm building confidence every week. So just building his trust and knowing that he's coached some of the best linebackers to play college football and excel at the next level. So I know if I build his trust, then he'll eventually go on to the next level.
Now that you are on the field, you're right in the middle of one of the best defenses in the country, or so it appears. Simple question, what is that like, just to be right in the middle of that?
You know, it's kind of funny that people always ask me that. You got Darren, you got Josh, you got Eli, Garyon Vaughn, Joey on the D-line, the Dolphins making plays, catching the interception. I mean, it's just funny seeing those guys, man. And I feel like I'm a blessed individual to be in the middle of it all. And just to be a part of this great defense.
How much do you still talk to Curtis Grant? I know he's with you guys for Virginia Tech, but do you still talk X's and O's or just life? I mean, how much are you guys in contact still?
No, we don't talk about much football. Matter of fact, I just got off FaceTime with him, just talking to him. We don't talk much football. It's all about life, because when he was here, it's about getting away from football sometimes and having that balance.
What was your tackle high? Do you even know, like in a high school game, if you have like 30 tackles in a game or anything like that?
Nah, see, I played both sides in high school, so I'm more. It's more fun talking about my rushing yards.
Well, I'm wondering, like, when you have 16 tackles in a college game, or maybe 20 plus in a high school game, does it feel different afterwards?
I mean, yeah, after you play a certain amount of plays, like 70-something plays, man, your body is exhausted afterwards. But, you know, Coach Mick and Coach Meyer have this great recovery program. If you stick to it, then you'll be right for the next week.
What was your highest rushing total?
Oh, thank you for asking. I think I had like 146 against the team that beat. I forgot the name of the team. I forgot the name of the team, man. 146 and like 3 touchdowns. Okay. And the team that beat us by 30 the year before came back and beat them by 3 touchdowns my senior year.
Thanks to the ground game.
Huh. Did anybody recruit you as a running back? Was it?
Yeah, I got contact from many schools about playing running back. I should have took those offers though.
Who did it come from? Do you remember?
Wisconsin's coach actually messaged me a couple times. I think he was just trying to get me there to play linebacker. But you know, some schools would message me and have fun about it. You know, but eventually I was gonna play linebacker at this school. But some schools like Georgia Tech. Georgia Southern had a lot of fun. Go Eagles. But Florida too. But you know, everybody knows eventually I would have been.
So they were just lying to you up front.
Yeah.
And you could tell.
Yeah, I could tell, because the linebacker coach didn't eventually get on the phone with
me. Speaking of recruiting, what do you remember about your? You took an official visit to Alabama, right?
Yeah.
What was your official visit to Ohio State? What stood out to you about Ohio State's visit that maybe you didn't see at Alabama?
Just the tradition-rich program, and you know, both teams had a great coach, Coach Saban and Coach Meyer. I just felt like the support staff here would help me while I'm here and after football. So that's why I chose Ohio State.
Well, you're a 5-star prospect going through the recruiting process. Can you tell that teams are trying really hard to impress you when you're there?
Yeah, every time I went somewhere, it was basically like an official visit. They were trying their best just to get me to come to their school when the recruiting process was going on. But I think it paid off for the teams that were persistent and really took their time to get to know my family and me and see what was my best interest.
Raekwon, sorry if you've been asked this, but starting Big Ten play, does your mentality change? Does now that you're diving into the Big Ten schedule, or how does it change? Does it feel different around here, or is it just another game week?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely take more emphasis into the Big Ten schedule because now we're playing for championships. But I think we have the top 2 teams in the nation in the Big Ten now, so we'll see what's gonna happen.
Is that a point of pride for you guys, Raekwon? I mean, the Big Ten having the top 2 teams?
I don't want to say too much about the SEC, but because y'all might say I said something.
Yeah. You're from SEC country.
Yeah, I'm from
though.
SEC country where everything's SEC and SEC this, won 6 national championships in a row or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But just seeing our conference build and improve upon what we did last year, it's great to see for the conference entirely.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons you came north, wasn't it? I mean, you wanted to be. What was the biggest attraction more than anything about Ohio State? I've never actually asked you that, but what just made you want to come here instead of Alabama or somewhere else?
Everybody was pressuring me to go there, and I didn't want to do what everybody wanted me to do. I wanted to be different a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she gave me some of the best advice, and during my recruiting process, and also my head coach at my high school, even though he went to the University of Georgia, he told me to make the best decision for myself for 40 years and not just 4 years.
Hey, Adolphus Washington, what does it mean to you guys behind it to see him get a pick like that? But as Joshua Perry says, and you say sometimes, I mean, see him eat, get to enjoy the buffet. But I mean, what's he about in your opinion? You've been around him now for a couple of years.
Yeah, man, he's a hard worker. Just seeing him get into the end zone, man, I felt better for him. I didn't even celebrate on my sack, but I felt better when he got his touchdown, man. I felt like I had scored and I had just caught an interception for myself. So just seeing the big guy roll into the end zone, man, it's one of the happiest moments that happened during the game.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, did it feel better than when you scored against Maryland last year, though?
It's hard to say, man. I want to get back in the end zone too, but it did feel better.
Raekwon, Tyvis was saying y'all might be making that a bullet point now with your defense, score a touchdown, because y'all have done it 3 straight games. You did 3 straight games in the year last year and stuff, during the season. I mean, what's going on with that? I mean, why do you think that's happening?
Yeah, man, we were supposed to score in the Virginia Tech game when Eli picked up the fumble.
Yeah.
But he got tackled by a quarterback or something like that. We're still mad about that. But
you don't rip it into him or anything, right?
Nah, we passed it now, but yeah, we put an emphasis on when the ball's in the air or when the ball's on the ground, or even when the opposing offender has the ball in their hand, that it's ours. So when we get it in our hands, we become the offense.
Hey, Raekwon, when I said 5-star, you kind of rolled your eyes a little bit. Are you tired of hearing about it?
No, I'm not tired of hearing about it, because one day I'll eventually look back and think like, man, wow, I really did that in high school. But for right now, man, I'm in college. What's in the past was in the past. I always get jumped on about it by my teammates about being a 5-star or whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
You've already seen some video, I think, of Indiana, haven't you? I mean, what stands out about their quarterback, Sudfeld? Y'all didn't face him last year.
Yeah.
He was hurt and stuff. What do you think he kind of brings to the table?
He brings experience to the table. Last year, I thought we played a freshman quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, they have an experienced quarterback who's at home against a highly ranked team, #1 team in the nation. So he's going to have his team ready, and we're going to be ready to go in there.
Raekwon, did you guys get another silver bullet necklace for your performance on Saturday? I know you guys had 3 so far.
Yeah, some guys got a silver bullet, but I didn't get one this week. Me and Coach Fick talked about it. I didn't really get one this week.
What did he say was the reason why you didn't get one?
Usually, I really have no idea, but usually when you don't play like you think you should play or up to standards, then you don't get a bullet. I only think like one or 2 guys got a bullet this week. So
did the whole team get one for the previous 3 games, or
no? It's only for the defense.
Well, like, did the whole defensive unit get necklaces in the first 3 games, or
no? It's for the guys who went out there on the field, and even on the sideline, guys that helped out.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
Who's my favorite hip hop artist right now?
Or like, one of your favorites.
My man Meek Mill. He's down right now because of Drake, but yeah, I'm a Meek Mill fan right now.
Okay.